We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards, and it will be 4th down as well. They do go for it. Here's Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. One incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The kick by Lutz is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback. QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Saints put 6 up on the board. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
43 yards.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. The quick throw taken in by Diggs. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This is out quickly to the right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Allen finding Brown for a Bills first down.
Gain of 13 yards. First down.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete here.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Play action. Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Try and throw on 3rd down. Being chased out left. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now Allen going to look to run it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Allen. Flushed out right. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for number 87. Incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Bass is good.
The kick is good.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Bass now to send it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking long for Thomas. He fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Hyde. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. So after the INT, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And it's third down.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Quick hit here. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Kamara, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Josh Norman.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They run it again with Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Murray. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints just continue to roll. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Allen. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Kamara trying again, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Good.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Saints 52. Bills.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like when we talk about the defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here we go on 4th down. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Gain of 3 on the play. And the Bills first down.
Play action. Now it's Allen going deep for Diggs. And now here's another interception. Snags it for the pick. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Inside the 5-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Going deep for Diggs. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Complete.
A big play here for the Bills. 53 yards.
1st down, Buffalo.
They run it from the gun with Yeldon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Allen, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Allen. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup and let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
1st and 10 at the 38.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go and second down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on foot.
There he goes, left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
John Brown. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. One final try here for Allen. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. That one looks like he'll throw here. Incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Bill, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense. First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New Orleans Saints. And that one will... Bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
33-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it hit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. Different pass rushes are designed for completion.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats sits at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hope we'll get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Some people call it a shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass. All you're trying to do is open up the middle of the field, flip the ball forward. In this case, they didn't gain any yardage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Passing it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan make that now we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the New Orleans Saints. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming in.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up
back to throw here. And his pass incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens.
Touchdown.
Traquan Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And his kick is good.
The score, Saints 14, Patriots nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only at the 39-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
39-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
45-yard line. A gain of 7.
Now a run with Cook. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Patriots.
Looking to throw. To Michelle on the screen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Complete to Isaiah Ford. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On the ground, Michelle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's something you don't see too often. They're 0 for 2 converting these in the opening quarter, but they're trying a 3rd time here on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he finds Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Back to throw now on 1st down. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsors saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they want to get those products out there. They want to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 9.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Gain of 9. Makes it 3rd.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Chris Jones on.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
Patriots.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. Chris Jones on the stop.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. With the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And now he's going to use his legs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, Cook. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. From 8 yards out, and the Patriots are back within a score.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for him.
Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted.
Conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
Now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, Deontay Harris. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So a holding penalty, and that'll
send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Here's Harris to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. As an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.